In a world where cars are turning silent, sensible, and powered by glorified AA batteries, there's one small sedan that's still making the kind of noise that frightens wildlife and alarms your neighbors. This is the 2025 Audi RS3, and it's here to remind everyone that being mature is hugely overrated. So the 2025 Audi RS3 doesn't exactly invent the wheel, it polishes it a little bit. It gets what you might call a mild facelift. And at first glance, it kind of looks like an A3 that's been on some steroids and some caffeinated drinks. So it's a blink and you miss it situation. These front headlights get a new design, and then these reworked, redesigned air vents in the front are also new. At the rear, the diffuser is more aggressive looking and gets these vertical reflectors, which is kind of how RS design is going these days. And then these huge oval tailpipes, but careful, there's a little bit of trickery going on here. So if you look inside these huge oval tailpipes, the actual tailpipes are of a much smaller diameter. There are also some new paint colors and wheel designs inspired by the RS3 LMS race car. This one, which I quite like, is called Kimura Gray, but I see a bit of blue in it. So mechanically, the biggest changes is the torque vectoring system that Audi uses in the RS3 and now in the S3. And they include some algorithm changes to the ESC system, the damping, etc. So it also has new C-compound tires, kind of a bridge between standard summer rubber and track-focused rubber. So this one has 19-inch wheels wearing these 265/30 Bridgestone Potenza Sports. Now normally I hate Bridgestones, but these are actually pretty good. Huge brakes, 6-piston calipers, and the front only has ceramic discs because Audi says the rears don't need them. So what do all these mechanical improvements do for you, the driver? Well, it'll sharpen turn-in, improve corner exit speeds, and best of all, in Performance RS mode, provoke more oversteer. Under the hood is an absolute gem of an engine. It's a turbocharged inline-5, good for in US spec, 394 horsepower, 369 foot-pounds of torque, driven through a 7-speed DSG transmission. All 4 wheels are driven. The torque split is 50-50, maximum of 50% to the rear. And of course, there's that trick diff torque splitter at the back, and that can transfer 100% of the power between the rear axles. Here's a quick demo of how that works. Audi also claimed a record at the Nürburgring. It was 33 seconds faster than the old car, and it's the fastest in this compact class. Audi claims 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds, but that's slower than the old car, so I'm imagining that this is going to be more around the 3.3 seconds to 60. So how much is it? Well, the price starts at $63,400, which isn't bad considering its almost supercar acceleration, pretty decent build quality, and incredible handling. Oh, and of course, a great noise from that exhaust. This one has a few options, which includes the Dynamic Plus package, gives you a 180 mile/hour top speed, the carbon-trimmed engine cover, the ceramic brakes, and the summer tires. And then the carbon package for $2,750 adds the 19-inch wheels, carbon mirror caps, carbon rear spoiler, carbon sills, and the front inlets. For an additional $2,000, the RS Tech package gives you the Audi Connect Nav Plus system. It also gives you a head-up display and traffic light recognition. So at the back you get the sports exhaust with black tips for $1,000. The RS design package for $700 gives you this Dynamica covered steering wheel, and the center of the air vents are red. You get some red edging on the seat belts, RS logo floor mats, none of which make it go any faster, but your passengers might be impressed. And then finally, the black roof is $300. So that takes the total price to $77,640. So it's a little bit tight in the back, but it is a compact after all. Space is limited, certainly for larger folks, from a headroom and a legroom perspective. You get a little bit of space right here, vents and some USB power. Seats are beautifully upholstered and generally quite comfortable, not as Germanically firm as they normally are. Some of the material quality in the back feels a little iffy. Got some scratchy plastic there. And you also get a couple of cup holders, but you're going to spill your drink. It's nice in here. There are a couple of areas where you can feel sort of lower quality plastics. It's very minimalist, but I kind of like that. Physical controls for many things, I like that too. Seats are comfortable, multi-way power, good bolstering, and a squircle for a steering wheel. So all the instruments are pretty easy to use and well designed. The driver's display, the digital display, is very good. You can configure it if you want. The center display is a little small, but it works. It's easy to pair your phone, get maps, do pretty much anything you need to. And down below there you've got physical climate controls. We like that, but what we don't like is down here for the volume. You sort of got to move your finger in circles to move the volume up and down. Why can't we just have a knob? Now there is some volume on the steering wheel, so I'll give them that. Below that you've got Drive Select, my favorite button. So Drive Select gives you comfort, auto and dynamic, and RS individual, RS performance, RS torque rear. Of course there's a pencil to configure these items, so you've got sport, comfortable balanced sport, however you want to do it. Torque rear, do not use torque rear on public roads. I'm probably just going to use one of these two here. A couple of USBs here and a wireless charger. A tiny little switch, which I don't really like. It's not saving space to put other stuff here, because there isn't any other stuff here. A couple of decent cup holders and a small area big enough for a sandwich. It does come with a sunroof with this weird net on it. I don't really like it. I wish there was an option for a carbon fiber roof. So now, let's drive it. Right, off we go. So we'll start off in the most comfortable mode, which is in fact comfort mode, in the D setting. All roads around here are pretty grim anyway, so this is going to be the most comfortable ride we're going to get. Actually handles quite well in this mode. Of course, if we toggle into S mode, we get a little bit more power. And yeah, it definitely goes, this thing. Quite ferocious acceleration. Even in comfort mode, it's actually not bad in the turns. Yeah, really, really good acceleration. Okay, so we're going to click the RS button now. All right, we are now in individual mode. Tighter suspension. Oh, makes a really good noise. The 5-cylinder is probably one of the best engines that Audi has ever produced, and I think the only one left currently in production. The twin clutch system at the back was replaced a couple of models ago, and it is outstanding. Now, even though the system can only pass 50% of the power to the rear, it's virtually eliminated any understeer that the RS3 used to have. Of course, the S3 also benefits from that same clutch pack. The steering is nice, very direct. It's not too firm in its setting. I have it on the most aggressive setting. This thing just goes around turns like it's like a slot car. I haven't really had to use the brakes yet, but stomp on them now. No traffic around. Oh, damn! Wasn't even putting them on really hard there. A little bit of technical twisties here. speeds that you can enter the corners is very impressive. Slow down here, a little bit of a bump. And you can get the power down fairly early, and you can actually feel the tail coming out a little bit. Not out of control, but preventing that understeer. Oh, this is so good. Last time I drove a RS3 was in 2022. So this 25 model is the 3-year gap. Gosh, it just piles on the speed. Now this is the kind of road that this car absolutely loves. It's perfect for it. And then of course, no traffic. Absolutely scythes through these corners. It's so composed. I have to say, Audi has done a spectacular job here. Right, we're going to put it in RS Performance, Stability Control Warning. All right, hard on the brake. Oh, looks like we got a 3.5 seconds, so not too bad. I think if I tried another 10 times, I could probably get it down a little bit more, but still, it's pretty quick. So what do we think? Well, what's truly impressive about the 2025 RS3 is how usable it is. I mean, you can take it to the mountains and demolish some back roads on a Sunday, and then Starbucks on Monday for your $7 latte. Yeah, the ride is kind of firm. It is a little bit noisy in the cabin, but by God, this thing is an absolute hoot to drive. Anyway, once again, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Like, subscribe, and we'll catch you next time with another video. Out.